I don't know, wait a little while. Well, we lived in California, and we grew up there. We were born there, grew up there. We moved out here just over a year ago, and in California, we just lived our lives like I would say like normal people did. We didn't go to church. We lived for the day-to-day things, making money, buying things, and trying to be happy. We had a lot of resentment from different things that we've both hurt each other really greatly a lot in the past.
I feel like there's kind of always been animosity in our home and anger, and even towards the kids a lot for, overreaction from on our part, and just, there was just never real peace in our home, and I know before we came out here, in my past I had problems with drugs, and I was off drugs for a while, but the last year and a half before we came out here, I really kind of got back into it because of things that had happened. That's what I turned to, When I moved out here, I kind of was off of the drugs, but I still kind of carried a lot of that, just that attitude and the way I was, And
Yeah, I had an affair a couple years back. And when I did that, it just completely destroyed our home. Completely destroyed our home. I just put myself first above my husband, above my family. Like it was like they didn't matter.
And I went to one church with a guy at work, and he had spoken into my life a few things, and kind of moved me a little. And every now and then, I would go in there and sit down with him. We'd talk a little bit, about God, about Jesus, and what I believed God to be, or what I thought I knew God to be, in my mind. And he even said something that he may have just gotten the job there to give me that word, and that kind of meant something to me, And we found this place, Church on Fire, and God led us to this church, and as soon as we walked through the doors and sat through the first service, I think we both kind of just felt it, and not long after that we accepted Christ, and it was an immediate change in the atmosphere of our home, just a total peace that came over. Even our kids mentioned it.
It was just a lot of sadness in our home before, felt from all of us, and that's really been lifted. It's really been lifted. I was saying it feels like God's just kind of wrapped us, like just taken us and like put a big hug around our family, like a big blanket, and just kind of just sheltered us. And just like ever since we've been coming here, and really since that day that we accepted Jesus, we just came home, and it's like you can breathe easier in the house. It's like there's just a whole different presence in our home now, which is really cool.
I just feel like it's all that I've looked for in drugs has been filled, you know what I mean, with Jesus and, with God through this church,
Yeah, it just seemed like no matter how much we tried to repair things, though, it's like it wasn't ever enough before. Whereas now it's kind of like, I don't know, it's so different now. Like, I know we're going to be okay, It's like God looked out for us all the time, even when we weren't looking for Him, which we didn't even notice before. We just thought, wow, we were so lucky, or wow, that happened, and and now we see that wasn't luck, that was God.
I feel that we're out here for this purpose, regardless of the money, regardless of the material stuff. This is the biggest thing that's happened to me my whole life. But in this move, this is the most important thing that's happened to us. I know that we're out here for that reason. I don't think we're out here for any other reason than that.
Yeah, we're trying to understand God, and we're happy now. It's cool though, and we're happy. We're a family. We always were a family, but
I don't think our family's ever felt like it does now, though.
There's so much love in our home now too.
When you can't do it, Jesus can. And I've really learned that. I've learned to accept that.
We couldn't do it without Him.
I'm kind of, but I really believe that in my heart, in my soul. When I can't do it, the Lord will do it for me. Maybe not the way I want Him to do it, but the way that He knows is best.